Wow! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! Gods of Egypt! What have you done? I just got back from seeing Gods of Egypt and I am floored. Let me try to compress this enthusiasm down and be just a little bit professional. Gods of Egypt was directed by Alex Proyas, the filmmaker behind The Crow, Dark City, I, Robot, and Knowing. It tells the story of gods living amongst men in Egypt. One of them is about to obtain his rule and be crowned king. When Gerard Butler shows up and says, "No, that kingship is mine. I want that." A war breaks out, and all of a sudden a god has to team up with a mortal to try to win back the heart of Egypt. Guys, I really don't know what to say. I really don't. Gods of Egypt blew me away. I am absolutely positive that this is the best, worst movie I have seen in years. It's the type of movie that insists it's good by being very loud and boisterous at almost all times. This movie is so convinced of how entertaining it is that it will not let up for even a split second. That's how awful it is. It reminded me of Joel Schumacher's version of Batman, just so huge and larger than life and absolutely convinced that it was going to make you believe that it's good. But it's not. Nearly every scene in this movie entertained me, but not in the way the filmmakers wanted to. I laughed my ass off throughout the majority of Gods of Egypt. This movie is insanely hilarious. I found it incredibly entertaining, but in all of the ways the filmmakers did not want me to. There are so many horrifically terrible moments throughout this movie that had me in stitches. If I had this movie at my disposal, like on Blu-ray right now, I'd be doing a 20-minute hilariosity of it, no doubt. What really caught me off guard was how much awkward humor is in this movie. It's really trying to be funny. This movie actually really is trying hard to make you laugh. And not in the way that I laughed. It's actually trying to be a humorous movie, and that humor fails at every turn. The action is gigantically bloated. It appears as if every fight scene happened in a green screen room. I mean, it's even worse than the prequels in regards to its use of CGI. This film feels so horrendously artificial. There is barely a shot in this movie that I believed. But I'm telling you though, it was entertaining. If you go into it with the right mindset, this is absolutely a Batman and Robin for me. This is absolutely a Mortal Kombat Annihilation. This is just a gigantic, terrible video game movie disaster, even though it's not even based off a video game. There are so many moments that just don't work in this film. Its direction is so poor. And I don't necessarily mean the visuals. I mean, yes, the CG is in your face, and some of it is okay, and some of it is terrible. And some of it is not that bad, to be honest. What I mean is the harnessing of tone. the idea of pacing and making scenes feel as if they flow naturally. Making dialogue feel as if it's coming off of the actors' tongues in the right ways. Making it all feel natural and seamless. That type of direction is non-existent in this movie. This movie is a gigantic mess. Everything failed. This movie is incredible. I really don't know what to say. As I was watching the movie, I was like, is this gonna be amazing? And then I realized just what type of amazing it would be with Gerard Butler's first fight scene, the 360 spinning camera that never seems to end during every fight scene in this film. It just blew me away. This movie floored me, guys. It's so bad. I mean, it's really terrible. It's kind of awful in every way. I can't give this movie a good grade just because I laughed at it, because I wasn't supposed to be laughing, but I paid money to see this movie, and I'm sitting there in the theater going, you know what? I'm gonna have the best of this. And my God, I laughed my ass off. I'm gonna give Gods of Egypt a big fat fucking F. On a serious note though, there are no Egyptian actors in this film. Really? You couldn't have at least hired one? I mean, just as like a courtesy? Nope. We get Gerard Butler with his orange face. Guys, don't see Gods of Egypt in theaters. Wait for it to come out on Blu-ray and DVD. Rent it. Get a lot of friends together and laugh your asses off just like I did. Look forward to Sunday, guys, because speaking of hilariosities, I'm going to have one, and that is going to be for Supergirl, the 1984 film, starting in my series of DC Comics related entertainment leading up to Batman v Superman. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.